What's up guys, Just Messi here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to have FIFA 16 potential player ratings. We've got 4 players to cover and then 4 very big ones as well guys. So as always, if you can smash 2,000 likes, that'd be greatly appreciated. In the comments below, little players I should next, and also little ratings you give these players from today's episode. And if you're to my channel, click subscribe button for daily FIFA content. So we're actually going to start things off today with the most expensive transfer of the summer. That's going to be Angel Di Maria to Paris Saint-Germain. But Di Maria in particular last season obviously joined Manchester United from Real Madrid, had massive hopes, but kind of people consider him a flop despite last season playing 33 games, getting 4 goals and 12 assists. That isn't actually the worst of returns whatsoever, but on head-to-head right now, he has gone down to an 85, and the stats I've given him are very similar to head-to-heads as well. So he's lost 2 pace from 90 to 88, lost 6 defending to 51 from 57, lost 1 dribbling and lost 1 physical. He still has 2-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves, and he still looks like a decent card to be honest. Even though he's 85 rated, I mean, he's still got all the stats you kind of need for that position. And I expect him to get a fair few special cards next year at Paris Saint-Germain, simply because I don't think the league, this isn't a dig whatsoever, but I don't think it's anywhere near the standard of the BPL and the Liga BVA. He showed very few glimpses at Manchester United of his Real Madrid days, but I imagine he'll definitely get into his old rhythm and stuff at Paris Saint-Germain, and he definitely can see some of the best of him again next season. But the second player today is going to be Alexis Sanchez, and he's a player that I rate very highly, and I think on FIFA he's actually very underrated. So he started off as an 84 rated card on FIFA 15 and got an upgrade to an 85. And in his debut season for Arsenal last season, played 52 games, getting 25 goals and 12 assists. That's an absolute phenomenal return right there, especially given that he was a right midfielder for a majority of it. And I've upped him to an 87. And I may have actually been a little bit too generous with the actual stat upgrades I've given him. I've given him +1 pace, +2 shooting, +3 passing, +1 dribbling, +4 defending, and +2 physical, 3-star weak foot, and 4-star skill moves. Again, I've given him an 87, but I think he'll most likely be an 86, because I mean, at the moment, I think there's too much of a gap between him and Hazard. I know Hazard won Player of the Year and stuff, but this guy was very close. I actually asked on Twitter as well to see what people thought, and people seem to agree over 86 or 87. Now, that seems to be the most obvious one, and a lot of people think he'll get a January upgrade as well. If he carries on, he'll probably be like 88 by the end of January. So he's still an 85 on head-to-head right now, which could be a little indication that he could stay as an 85 for FIFA 16. And also, one thing I want to point out, +4 defending, is simply the fact that in real life, he tracks back so much and puts so many tackles in. If he loses the ball, he'll be straight back trying to get it. And also, one quick thing I want to mention, I mean, obviously FIFA 12, he had 5-star skill moves, and that's one thing I really want him to get back, as he is a very skillful player. Another, we have Yaya Touré of Manchester City, and last season, he considered like to have quite a poor season, getting 12 goals and just the 1 assist in 38 matches in all competitions. And I've actually left him as an 86, and I'll explain right now. So in terms of stats, I've actually done it so I can balance him out a little bit better, and I've put like +1s here and there, -1s here and there as well, but -1 pace, because again, EA, when players get older, tend to just decrease pace anyway, no matter what age or if they're still very quick. +1 shooting, +1 passing, +1 dribbling, -2 defending, and a 4-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. So I get that a few people will be thinking Ross had a poor season given his standards, so why has he not been downgraded? And my simple reason is the fact is, on FIFA 15, he should have probably been like an 87 or maybe an 88 anyway. He's an 85 right now on head-to-head, like I mentioned, and also I think he's rated too low in the first place from FIFA 15, like I said before as well. I mean, he's better than an 85 rated player now, so he has technically, I've given him technically a downgrade because I think he should be like an 87 or an 88, but I think 86 is probably fair. So the reasons for these changes in shooting, I've put that up because his free kick accuracy should be higher than 85. I mean, he didn't score many last season, but he still knows how to get that technique right and everything like that. Defending down because of laziness, again, that's probably more to do with work rate. It's pace because of his age, and that's kind of EA's type of thing. It's passing because he only got 1 assist. Again, I actually put his passing up by 1, but he still in general has a great range of passing. And again though, it's a poor season by his standards, and last night against West Brom, for example, he showed that he's definitely still that type of player. I mean, last year, it was kind of an off year, but he's definitely still got it in his locker. And finally, we have got Robben, the Dutch wizard from Bayern Munich. I've actually kept him a 90 rated card. His FIFA 15 card was one of the best in the game, especially if you played it as a striker on not full chemistry. But last season for Bayern, 30 games, 19 goals and 9 assists. But the reason I'm not changing this card too much is because I don't feel it needs to. I mean, the shooting's got up to an 88 from an 86 and passing from 83 to 84, but everything else I feel is kind of on point. He's been at such a high and consistent level now for the last like 3 or 4 years that I feel that at 90 is probably about his peak. I mean, I think he's 31 or 32 years old, and this guy though is actually getting better with age. His cards have been very similar from FIFA 12 onwards up to FIFA 15. I think that'll continue again on FIFA 16. Again, no massive ups or downs. I don't really feel the need to, other than the passing and the shooting. And I mean, injuries, he did get an injury towards the end of last season, but he contributed so many goals, I don't think it'll make it any difference whatsoever. But he'll still be a great card anyway, guys.